I would like to share 7 miraculous things that occurred to me while here at the HJ Heaven and Earth Training Center. The first miracle, to begin, I love nature. I live in Alaska, where the scenery and wildlife is stunning. I find beauty everywhere I can. One day I was walking from the Chinwan A building to the Chinwan Prayer Hall. On the way, I noticed a beautiful, blooming white rose with pink hues. I stopped and admired it. The next day, I passed it again. This time, the petals had expanded. I noticed a green cricket resting on it. I went up close, but it did not flitter away. It stayed. At that moment, my friend walks by, so I grab his attention. Hey, look at this. He comes over and looks closely. Then he exclaims, "It's laying eggs." We both see a small clump of eggs coming out the end of the cricket's bottom onto the rose petal. It was live, in person, up close, amazing, better than any nature documentary you could see. Friend comments, "It was so focused on laying her eggs that it didn't notice us and get startled and fly away. To capture the exact moment that mama cricket laying its eggs in front of us was a miracle." I got to thinking, the mother cricket is laying its eggs on the beautiful rose petal, not an ordinary leaf. This mother wanted the most beautiful environment for its children. It symbolized this HJ training center. Isn't this the most beautiful setting for true mother to give birth to Heavenly Parent's children? I feel the personal care of Heavenly Parent being here with us, being involved intimately with us every day here. Aju? My wife and I have been planning to come here for a while. We have participated online with hundreds of night vigils from the Chuncheon in Anchorage, Alaska, where I served as pastor for the past 6 years. Reverend Lee Gi-song kept saying, "It's necessary to experience the night vigil in person. You will experience it deeply if you come here." Certainly, that was one of our motivations to come. In any event, our 4th son surprised us. He's intellectual and involved in the political realm. He's living in Alaska. He decided on his own to come here to attend 21 days together with us. I can't tell you how much that moved my heart. When he got here, I asked him, why did he come? He answered, out of curiosity, to find out about our faith in earnest. He has many Christian friends, so I think he needed to know what makes us unique. I believe he now understands the value of keeping the lineage. For him to pray and discover God and true parents on his own comforts my heart. This is a miracle. Aju? The third miracle is really a vision. Before coming to the workshop, my wife and I first went to the Seoul Detention Center to join the peace prayer gathering there one afternoon. When her sister started to give a representative prayer, I closed my eyes and just listened. At that moment, in my mind, I could see fire coming out of her mouth as she prayed with passion. I opened my eyes to check if it was for real. No, it was spiritual, a spiritual fire. I closed my eyes again. I could see a horizontal orange flame, like a flamethrower coming from her deep, sincere prayer. When Prophet Samuel Radabe came here, what did he tell us? Be on fire. I think he sees what we're doing here. Aju? The 4th miracle took place at the Great Works. at the Cheongyang Yoksa session to liberate spirits, as soon as we started to clap, I felt an immediate surge of power enter my clapping hands. And then suddenly, 5 bursts of energy, like arrows shooting out of my chest. I imagined those were the 5 central spirits being liberated. It was such a strong feeling. The great works are real. There you are. The 5th miraculous event is a personal one. Before I came here, I gave a public talk at the Anchorage Holy Community. 11 of my Christian friends attended. I talked about 3 topics: Heavenly Parents' dream, the essence of Jesus, and the bride of the Lamb, where I introduced Holy Mother Han. I also explained the meaning of Alpha and Omega. I love my Christian friends. They love Jesus and are longing for his return. I want them to understand Mother, so I used the Bible, only the Bible, in my explanation. I shared this with Dr. Moon In Sung, our lecturer, and he invited me to give my presentation at the 40-day workshop. So, like a dream to me, I was able to give a lecture here at the training center. That was an honor for me. I felt trusted and respected. I'm grateful for that opportunity. I consider it a miracle. And he invited me to give it again for the next 40-day workshop, so he must have liked it. My 6th miracle is the work of Special Ansu. About 40 years ago, when on a fundraising team, I had an accident. I gashed my left eyebrow. And ever since that time, my left eye has had a spiritual block, such that I could never shed tears from my left eye. I always felt like there was a heavy, invisible patch over it. I requested the Ansu team here to focus on my left eye. I went there every day that I could. Now, after 40 days, that spiritual block is removed. I can shed tears from both eyes now. I cannot tell you how liberating that is. Where is God's heart first felt? In the tears. By Satan blocking my tears, I was cut off from feeling God's heart. I tell you, I can now touch Heavenly Parents' heart. Adieu. Finally, the 7th miracle was receiving my purple jacket while here. Since 40 days is not an adequate condition, I had to include my attendance online. To do that, I had to get approval from our National Chuncheon-wan Director in the United States, Dr. Ki-hoon Kim. I finally received the approval on the evening of our 40-day graduation. I received an email during dinner, and my wife and I had to go immediately to Reverend Lee's office. After getting our jackets, Reverend Lee Gi-song greeted us and took a photo. I wasn't expecting that. And the little secret, he held my hand in the photo. I am so touched by Reverend Lee Gi-song's tireless commitment and his effort to this prayer vigil. He makes it look easy, doesn't he? But we must realize how much effort goes into each vigil, how much coordination, logistics, scheduling, practicing, and sincerity. How do you make this vigil with this unique prayer power every night? I'm in America, but after listening to him speak each night without fail, he has taught me so much over these last few years. Thank you, Reverend Lee. We continue to pray for you. Then finally, Heavenly Parent made this graduation day even more remarkable by doing one more thing. All the way back at my home church in Alaska, Hanabumanen filled up the night sky in Anchorage above our church with the aurora borealis, or the northern lights. I know many of you would love to see such wonder, such stunning movement of colors of greens and purples lighting up the cold, dark night. I sensed God must have been excited. I felt gratitude that He would mark that day with a light show for my church family there. Thank you. When we graduated the 40-day workshop, because Mother is still in detention, my wife did not want to leave, and I agreed with her. We feel close to Mother being here, eating off the same kind of tray she's eating from. We feel united. This is a historical moment. We could only stay with Mother, so we decided to stay here for another 40 days to give our devotion. In one sense, I'm here on behalf of all my brothers and sisters and blessed families in America. I feel as if I'm carrying their heart with me from the Elder Son Nation. I know they want to be with you here, with Mother and everyone. Please know, America is one with you, our Korean and Japanese family. Aju! Finally, though I don't know the Korean language, I listen to your prayers without translation. I'm soaking in your heart through resonance alone. I'm absorbing the heart of the chosen people. I'm experiencing the Chuncheonwan vigils live and in person with no translation delay nor live stream distance. Being here, I must listen. I must listen. I can only listen with my heart. That is the language speaking to me. I have gained divine understanding here. This will always be with me, and I will plant it in the hearts of everyone I meet, everywhere I go. I would like to end with an inspiration my wife wrote to me today. She said, "Peace begins with me, love begins with me, and victory begins with me." I love you, Mother. Please stay strong. We will liberate you. Thank you very much.